All right, so for this video, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to actually try to walk through the BrowserStack Microsoft Edge testing experience and see what this is like. Again, I haven't used BrowserStack in a few years. I've not done WebDriver stuff in a long time, so I'm not sure how far I'm going to get with this, but I thought I'd just walk through just as a new user might, and maybe we can see what this is going to be like. So if you go to the page that's talking about the offer, I will put this in the description. That way you've got direct access to it, as well as the Microsoft blog post announcement. But I'm going to click the Get Started button, which I think is probably going to shoot me down to the bottom of the page. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in an email. Let's try this. I've been changing my Live ID account lately, so maybe that's part of the reason what's going on here. You know, that address probably was a previous account. There we go. And we'll do the reCAPTCHA deal. Hopefully it won't ask me for street signs. It didn't. Good. All right, let's see what we get here. Okay. All right, so wow, this is pretty interesting. I have 30 minutes left of my free trial. Well, that's very interesting. You only get 30 minutes. Click on a browser to open it directly. Okay, so we'll just say got it. And as you can see, we've got the latest, and you've got 13, which is the previous version. Here's Internet Explorer. Here's different versions of Firefox, different versions of Chrome and Opera. And there's the Yandex browser, and there is Safari. And I thought Safari was read past 5.1. I thought it was up to 10 or something, but what do I know? Okay. Again, just this is the general BrowserStack environment here. So you've got Android. Oh, I know why that's 5.1. That's for Windows. Okay, so if I went over to iOS, for example, we would get um, the different versions of iPhone. Okay, so that's perfectly fine. So it looks like they limit what you can access with this free account, which is fine. And you can still do XP. Let's see, the Mac, Xera. Yeah, these are different ones on there. Notice, yeah, okay, so let's focus on Windows here. And so we've got Edge, free testing on Edge. It's got the thing Learn More, which is great. Okay, so I'm going to check on Edge. Please install or enable Flash to use BrowserStack for optimal experience. Yo, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is funny. Okay, so that's not good. I don't know why they're still using Flash, because Flash is a bad thing to use, to be blunt. I thought I was going to be using WebRTC. So it's interesting. I can't test Edge inside of Edge. So it's wanting me to go over to, we'll go open up an instance of Chrome, a special entrance instance here. It should make me log in. Hopefully I typed the right password in. There we go. All right. Yeah, we'll test that. Why, yes, I would. Enable local testing. So this is pretty cool. So it's automatically asking me about the local testing. I did not get prompted for that in the previous login. Now I did go over to Chrome, and looks like I need to add an application to enable local testing. All right, that's good. All right, so let's see what happens this time when I hit Edge. And we are launching it. Starting Real Edge 14 on Windows 10. It's setting up a secure connection. There we go. Type or paste the URL you want to test. Okay, so let's see. Okay, here we go. So this looks like Edge, and it looks like Edge running inside of Chrome. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, just for sanity's sake. So I'm going to hit F11 and see if this will go full screen for me. I guess not. we'll just ignore that for now. I generally, in this case, would rather be full screen. All right, so you get a little thing so you can switch your resolutions. Guess you can take a screenshot there, tie into an issue tracker, different settings. We won't worry about those per se. All right, so what I'm going to do, let's just go to love2dev.com since I know that site well. And boom, there we go. As you can see, it's my Love2Dev site, and it looks good. And if we go to the blog, there we go. All right. So nothing too exciting there. Let's go see what we got here. We got different resolutions, and this is very important. Oh, that's very interesting. It's going to really switch things out on us. And this is really good because this gives us the opportunity to do a little responsive testing to make sure it lays out correctly. And yes, I know there's not a margin there. It's one of my to-do list to fix. So let's turn on bug to capture. Here we go. All right, let's see. We're going to generate a screenshot. Let's see what that does. There we go. Sweet. All right, now, how do I, let's save it. All right, now, there we go. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. All right, so I was able to do that. Honestly, that's bad right there. Definitely got to fix that. I don't know if I wanted to test my site. All right, so I'm saving some bugs here. Oh, I can even now I can write a note. Actually, let's highlight this to show off some of the features of the BrowserStack platform. Like I said, it's been a while since I've tried this out. There we go. This is going to be very useful, I think. All right. Okay. So let's go back to make that really big, see how it's going to switch environments. I like how it's got the loader basically fills in the logo there for us, so that's pretty cool. So that's going to be about it, but let's go check. Let's see what the features are. Test local URLs. I think I have one. Oh, I'm not going to show that because I have to go figure out what the port number is. Let's see what we get developer tools. Okay, so it's possibly going to give us some developer tools. It did open up another tab over there for us. So I'm kind of getting off into the weeds into specific browser stack stuff, but I think this is great. Now, my previous experience with BrowserStack honestly wasn't like the best. It was like a little window, and it was a remote machine that I had to play with. Let me just see if I can get touch to work. Okay, touch does not work. And this is one of my real complaints about the BrowserStack environment is because of the way the virtual stuff works. It's not a deal breaker necessarily, but you don't get touch, and that's very important when you are trying to test modern user experiences. Every platform outside of Mac supports touch, and users are going to spend more time touching the screen than you give them credit for. So you definitely need to test your layouts and stuff with touch. That's one key feature that I think is important to test. And the fact that not all the browsers yet support pointer events, which is a very unfortunate thing. Chrome and Edge obviously support them now. I believe Firefox might have already shipped that, but that's an example of something that would be great to be able to test in this kind of environment. But because you don't have that true touch experience, it's a little hard to test. This is one of the reasons why I still have physical devices to verify things on. So, but that's not a deal breaker. The BrowserStack thing's actually pretty awesome. The fact that you can script these things, script out your test and everything is pretty cool. Like I said, I haven't really got good experience using WebDriver. It's on my to-do list, so hopefully I'll be producing some videos and stuff on that in the coming months as well. So this is an exciting announcement today from Microsoft Edge and BrowserStack to form this partnership. This is going to allow developers on all kinds of platforms be able to better test their websites in Edge. And it also removes a key barrier that a lot of web developers have, since they tend to be on Macs doing their development these days. They don't have access to Microsoft Edge, the same way that I don't have access to Safari, for example. So I think this is great. Hopefully, the broad audience of web developers is going to get the message and take advantage of this free offering from Microsoft and BrowserStack so that they can test Microsoft Edge on any platform possible. And as you can see, you get an experience where Edge essentially feels like it's running on your device, so you get a good experience. Now, this eliminates the need for you to set up and download bulky and complicated to manage virtual machines. One of the problems that Microsoft had in offering free virtual machines for testing is maintaining the virtual machine images on their free offering. There was like 90 some or 100 some different variations of all the virtual machines, and that's just a pain for them to manage. Not to mention a pain for developers to download these large images of the operating system. You're talking, gigs and gigs of data having to come down for these virtual machines. Not necessarily the best experience. They've also tried the remote IE, which is a very similar solution to this, but there were some technical complications in there that kind of kept that from scaling, I think. So the fact that BrowserStack has a good scalable multi-platform testing environment available is just better for them to just take advantage of something that works and works well and already has a good audience. So this is a great offering. Hopefully it helps you test your sites in Edge. It also exposes you to the BrowserStack platform. And when everything's said and done, I think everybody wins, because now everybody can make sure sites work nicely in Edge, as well as get exposed to doing this cross-platform testing that really does need to be done with your websites. So hopefully this has been helpful. Leave comments below so that maybe I can address them, or maybe somebody from the Edge or BrowserStack teams as well can address them. But hopefully you'll take advantage of this offer and access the free Microsoft Edge testing.
If you're a web developer and you want to stay up to date on some of the latest information around Microsoft Edge and its capabilities, you definitely want to subscribe to the Love to Dev YouTube channel. But we don't just limit ourselves to Microsoft Edge. We talk about great web development practices, and we try to focus on things like progressive web apps and service workers to help educate the web developers on how to deliver the best web solutions to engage their customers. Again, if you want to keep up with some of the latest web development technologies, make sure you subscribe to this channel.